Welcome to Student Engagement in Standards-Based Learning, Section 1, Point. The Zoom learning activity we just did is an example of a learning activity that was developed using the Point design model. Point is the model we will use to design engaging standards-based learning activities to make sure it contains all of the necessary components. First, we will introduce you to Point, and then we will make connections to the adapted Zoom learning activity you just experienced. Please remove the laminated card from your course folder and find the Point acronym. When we develop standards-based learning activities, we can make sure the activities contain all of the necessary components to be effective by following the Point design model. P represents plan intent. O represents organize to engage. I represents integrate skills. N represents note adaptations. T represents target and connections. Please turn to page 23 in your participant manual. Read and highlight the information about each of the Point components. As you read each bulleted item, refer to the Point template on pages 24 and 25 that correlates to the Zoom learning activity. Note how each of the Point components are described for the Zoom activity. What thoughts, comments, or questions do you have about Point? Can you see where it will help you design engaging standards-based learning activities? It will definitely lead you through all of the important components. Do you like the way it begins by aligning our activities to a standard and an assessment and then expands by helping us organize the rest of the activity? Do you think adaptations are very important so that all learners can be engaged in the activity? Point in action. Each of you will create actions or a movement sequence to help us remember the acronym for Point. Once you are comfortable with your approach, record yourself displaying your actions or movement sequence. Go to Canvas, Modules, Section 1, Point in Action, Discussion to post your recording. Optionally, comment on another classmate's recording in a meaningful way. Point helps us develop standards-based learning activities that contain the components necessary for success. It allows us to align our learning activity to a standard and an assessment, and it allows us to organize the rest of the activity so that it contains the essential components to be effective. By using Point, we can make sure that our learning activities engage learners, are well organized, and aligned to the standards. We will discuss Point throughout the course and explore each of the components in more depth. This concludes Point. Please continue to Modules Section 1, Welcome, Target Connections.